welcome back to cfc-tv. This is my review of the Aston Villa versus Chelsea match. It finished 4-0 to Chelsea. Obviously, finally the international break is over. Each and every time I just hate it, basically. Starting with the lineup as usual, there were quite a few surprises in there, Goalkeeper was, again, Courtois. I would have hoped for Begovic, but, I'm not going to talk about what the players talked about during the international break. I sort of touched on it in my latest video, but just get over it. There's no point in it. Let's just play football and, get over that. So, Courtois in goal. Then the defence, as I said, there were quite a few surprises. John Terry and Gary Cahill apparently picked up small knocks in training yesterday. And so the defence was Azpilicueta as right back. Matt Miazga made his debut alongside Branislav Ivanovic as the two centre-backs. And Baba Rahman started as left back. And the two holding mids were, as expected, basically, McCann and Fabregas. And then the three behind the striker were Kennedy, Loftus-Cheek and PEDRO. And up front, Remy started the game. Just to, clarify, obviously Diego Costa is suspended. Actually, another match got added to his suspension, so he will be out for the next game against Swansea as well. And then Oscar Willian and Bertrand Traore only got back on Thursday evening and from international duty. Willian didn't even make the squad. I don't know if he had picked up a knock or something, or if Gus Hiddink just wanted to rest him. But Oscar and Traore were on the bench. But that's why probably those two didn't start. But yeah, so that's just the lineup, basically, just to clear a few things. The game started off, wasn't a great game, to be honest. We didn't really create a huge amount of chances. There were a few half chances we had, but nothing serious, if I'm going to be honest. After, I can't remember how long it got, how far into the game it was. Can't speak today. I think after 25 minutes, Remy picked up an injury. I don't know what it was, probably a muscular injury. And Pato finally made his debut. He came on, and just minutes later, Remy Loftus-Cheek made it 1-0. Pato was actually involved in the build-up to it, but it was a good low cross by Ivanovic. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, finished it, tried to put it bottom corner. He got a small deflection, but it went in anyway. And obviously it's his goal because his shot was on target. And then just before half-time, sorry. I just checked on my phone the times when we scored because I couldn't remember, and it got me a bit confused. In the end of the second half, we got a penalty. I can't remember what player it was, but they brought down Pato in the box, clear penalty. Not a red card because they didn't get one either, but, I think it was a good decision by the referee. And Pato, it seemed like Pedro was going to take it, but Pato went up to him and asked him if he could take it. And he did, and, he smashed it, in the top corner. That's how you take a penalty. I hope Oscar took a look at that, because there's no stopping midway through the run-up. You just run, you just smash it, and then there's no chance for the keeper of saving it. That's just how it goes, and that's how you score penalties. And then really, really close after, half-time. We made it 3-0, a great piece of football. I think got laid off to Pato. He turned around, gave it to Oscar. Oscar put it to Pato again. Pato played a one-touch pass to Oscar, and Oscar just squared it to Pedro, who was completely by himself in the box, and just put it in. Easy finish for him. And, quite a little bit of time passed after that goal. And after around 60 minutes, we made it 4-0 through Pedro again. A good shot by Pato, not the greatest of save by Brad Guzan for Aston Villa. And it fell to Pedro, even though it was a tight angle. And, it was a good finish by him because, Guzan still tried to get there, but he was, jumping up from lying on the ground after saving Pato's shot. And Pedro sort of managed to not chip Guzan, but sort of just put it in the top corner of the other, the far post, basically. Just put it in the side netting and, not on the ground. But it was a good finish by him. Not easy, and, great stuff by him. Then after 74 minutes, never can say his name, Jake Clark-Salter got his debut. He got brought on for Pedro, which I felt was a bit weird. But it looked like Clark Sauter, came on as left back, and Baba moved up to sort of a central mid winger something role. I didn't really know it was everywhere, defending, attacking. But yeah, it was nice to see another player get his debut. And it was a day of 3 debuts, and we won the game 4-0. Can't go much better, can it? Just before the end of the game, Ellen Hudson got a second yellow card for Aston Villa. As much as I don't like Villa, I felt a little bit sorry for them, if I'm going to be honest. Like, the fans and, some of the players that actually try, it's just tough for them. Like, we've had a tough season for our standards, but what they're going through is just terrible. But yeah, to talk about the game overall, like, we had a few good performances after we scored the 4th goal, and when, I can't remember his first name, Grealish anyway, Grealish came on, they pushed us a little bit, tried to go for goal, didn't really have any huge chances, but we didn't have any real chances after we scored the 4th either. To talk about the individual performances, Courtois, yeah, one decent save when Baba fucked up. He tried to clear the ball, shot it right at, can't remember who, right at some Aston Villa attacker, and it almost went in, but Courtois actually caught it. It was a good catch, very good catch. Azpilicueta does what he always does, great performance. This is what he does, to be honest. And then Ivanovic and Miazga. We'll talk about Miazga, especially for his debut. I know it was just against Villa, but he was class. Like, he's so good in the air. The Aston Villa Gested, or however you pronounce his name, up the striker, and he just controlled him. He won basically every battle. He did. I was really happy with him. He showed some pace. He showed some what's it called? Some, can't think of the word. Never mind. Like, he just had himself together. Didn't make the stupid passes. Just kept it simple, and it was just a good performance. Ivanovic, I just got confused. I think I said Ivanovic crossed the ball to PATO to Ruben Loftus-Cheek for the goal. I'm not sure if that was the case, actually. Might have been Azpilicueta. Might have got that wrong. Pretty sure it was Ivanovic. Anyway, and Baba Rahman. What I say every game. What I say every game. It's just, I don't like him. He's not good defensively. He keeps letting everyone run past. Then I just mentioned a mistake where he tried to clear the ball, shot straight at someone. Like, it was Villa, for God's sake, and he still didn't do well. When is he ever going to do well? Seriously. Mikel, solid performance, nothing much. Fabregas got a silly yellow card for a bit of a, bust up with some other player, even though I didn't think he did much. It was more like the Aston Villa player who was a bit out of line, to be honest. But other than that, Fabregas, it wasn't his best game. Like, he obviously tried his long balls, as he usually does, but they didn't always come off. And then to come probably to us, one of our 3-star men of the day was definitely Ruben Loftus-Cheek. The power he showed today, to push players like Julian Lescott or Michael Richards, or even like some other players, he just pushed them off the ball. They tried to push him out the way when he was trying to, let the ball go over the touchline, and he tried to, get us the throw in. Someone sort of just tried to push him out the way. He just stood strong, and the other guy fell over. Like, he's just impressive. His dribbling was good. He went past players. Obviously, he scored his goal. Could have even had another one because he was throwing goal. Kennedy played a pass to him, a nice through bobber. Kennedy just overhit it. So he got a bit unlucky on that part. Loftus-Cheek, obviously. But yeah, I was really happy with him. Obviously, Kennedy started on the left wing, but got subbed off at halftime for Oscar. But he was good in the first half. Like, I really liked him. Obviously, that pass, he overhit that a little bit. Well, I really liked him. I'm not sure why exactly he got subbed off. He started the game with the mask on, like what Costa had, or has. I don't know if he still plays with it. But he took it off after like 10 minutes, and then he got subbed off after halftime. I don't know. Then Pedro, obviously 2 goals, great performance for him. He actually scored another goal, which was called offside, which it was offside, but basically scored another goal. Remy did nothing, absolutely nothing until he came off. And Pedro, Pato, I was really happy with Pato. Um, Not exactly sure why he hasn't played earlier, because like he seems eager, he seems keen to be there. He tried everything, he made those runs. He took the penalty on, he converted it convincingly. He was involved in all of our 4 goals. Like it was a good performance. Obviously, towards the end, you could see he got a little bit tired. So that's why I get why he's not starting games, but I don't understand why he's not getting 15 or 20 minutes here and there, like why he didn't start getting that like 3-4 weeks ago. I think he would have been ready for that, and because he looks good. Um, I mean, yeah, I mean Oscar came on as well. He assisted the 3rd goal. Decent performance, nothing special though. It's always a bit weird, we played Aston Villa. Did we really play well, or was just Aston Villa that bad? It's just a mixture of both. It's just difficult to sort of get a headline. I have no idea if it was us being really good or them being really bad or a mixture of both. Probably was a mixture of both, but that's all we can do. We can just pick up 3 points, and that's what we did today. So job done, and on to the next one, which is Swansea next week. And yeah, that's basically all I have to say. If you haven't realised, like I've started to be on the SW6 Chelsea SW6 channel a lot more recently. I've been on their stream last night, the preview for the Aston Villa game as well. I might be on their review tomorrow. I'm not sure about that yet. But if you haven't subscribed to them yet, which I doubt because most of you probably have, but if you haven't, please check them out. Subscribe to them. You can see a bit more of me there as well. I don't know if you want that, but and also to me, I mean, every new sub is highly appreciated. Subscribe if you like the video. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and leave anything else that maybe I forgot or you want to add to what I said down in the comments. And yeah, see you for a review of the Swansea game.